So my role entails everything from digital marketing and kind of outbound digital activities to acquire net new customers, to the adoption of our existing customers to our digital tools and solutions, as well as implementing, researching, implementing, and reviewing our existing solutions and introducing new ones and everything as well, or whatever, to make our customers' lives easier. We're seeing kind of double-digit growth year over year, which is great. We are, we're opening new branches. We're modernizing existing ones. We have been for the last couple of years. Our digital journey is continuing to evolve as well. The percentage of our customers and everything that are transacting through digital is increasing year over year. The volume of customers is increasing, as well as the amount of revenue and everything, whatever, that we're seeing through digital channels is increasing, which is good. We're in a great stage of growth. Really, we're building out other business units. We're building out our industrial business unit. We're expanding on our specialists that we have within the company to be able to provide just even more value for our customers. Right, we're reshaping internally to benefit our customers externally, and it's been a period of growth, a period of change, and but we're already seeing kind of the rewards and everything from it. We're still kind of just dipping our toe. We only add technology where it benefits our customers, right? We don't bloat our stack or anything like that. We do it where there's a fit and there's a value and there's a problem to be solved through technology, right? We generally don't add things for the sake of adding them, like just Scan and Go, for example, or whatever, right? Is a good example or whatever of where Net Promoter Score results, whatever, do tell us that our customers love doing business with us, but they hate when they don't like waiting in line, right? For example, whatever, right? So we introduce Scan and Go counters for our customers. So if they utilize our mobile app and basically build their cart as they're going through their shopping experience in our branches, because we're built like a grocery store, right? Our branches are self-service, so nothing's behind the counter or whatever, apart from a few bits and bobs or whatever. But our branches and everything are all self-service. So our customers grab their cart and they go around and they pick the stuff they need and they go up to our counters and get on their way, right? So we introduced Scan and Go as a way to be able to skip that main counter line in the morning and afternoon and everything, whatever. If our customers take the time to transact the order through our mobile app as they're scanning it with the barcode scanner or whatever, as they're adding it to their cart. So alleviates the problem. So that technology or whatever alleviates the problem or whatever of our customers having to wait in line, which lessens our Net Promoter Score. ProKeep, for example, whatever, is another one. Worked out fantastic. We introduced ProKeep, whatever, to fix a problem with customer notifications. So our ERP doesn't or didn't at the time notify customers when like a back order is ready to be picked up. So we introduced ProKeep or whatever to be able to text our customers and provide them with a notification. We obviously the main value of ProKeep or whatever, right, is customers being able to text in and images and everything from site, being like, hey, have you got this? Click. Or hey, I need a substitute for this. Click. Or whatever, right? It's the one-to-many kind of aspect or whatever, because with the inception of COVID-19 and stuff like that or whatever, right, our branches being, having less people allowed in our branches or whatever at one particular time or whatever, right, led to an influx in calls and an influx in call management, and you being able to utilize something like ProKeep, whatever, introducing a one-to-many rather than a one-to-one with the direct relation to a sales rep or an inside salesperson within our organization really benefited our customers because they were able to get service that much quicker. The other reason we use ProKeep a lot for internal communications as well. So or internal messaging rather. So it forms part of our ProKeep. Actually forms part of our order flow. It's we were struggling with the increase of e-com orders. And the sheer volume of digital orders and everything that were coming through, our system's completely automated. Not like if there's nothing to be done to an order, nobody ever sees it, right, from a digital standpoint, right? The true digitalization, nobody should. It doesn't go to a customer service box and for somebody to key in the order manually or anything like that, right? But what we needed to solution a little bit better was notifying the branches of orders that had some non-stocks or back orders on them or whatever, right? That didn't have that needed to be sourced, or either from the vendor or transferred from another branch or what. So there was a process in place or whatever with kind of manual reporting that was emailed out like once or twice a day, but it wasn't as agile enough and it wasn't as reactive enough as we needed it to be. So what we did is with combining ProKeep and triggers within Zendesk, we were able to trigger a text message to the branch for every order that came through for that specific branch that had a back order on it. So they were able to be a little bit more reactive rather than a little bit more reactive and a little bit more agile and everything around what to do with that order. Do you contact the customer and say, hey, we have this available for it instead? Do you want this? Or do we transfer it in for another branch? Or do we order it directly from vendor and again contact the customer again to be like, hey, it's going to be approximately this amount of time or whatever before it's going to come because we need to order it from the vendor. Are you good with that or what? Or are there other options or what? Right. So just giving more power to our branches and everything to be able to service the customer that much better. Digital is a complementary experience, right? Here at Gescan, we're not replacing people. We don't want to, we don't want to. We don't want to replace people in our branches and everything like that or whatever, right? Because that's what we do best, right? We have excellent customer relationships. So a customer that transacts with us online should have a similar experience like to the way that they would transact with us in branch, right? So a customer comes into the branch or whatever, they order something or they need something that's not available in the branch, then our inside sales team or our counter sales team or whomever can action upon that straight away and transfer it in or what. Right. So we need that similar behavior when it comes to our digital tools, or else why would anybody adopt to them? Right. Why would anybody find any value in digital or whatever if we don't at least comp off the experience that they currently get in our branches today? Right. So that's why we introduced, ProKey or like the proactive text messaging and everything into our branches and everything for back orders and non-stocks and so on and so forth. So customers or whatever are more inclined or whatever to receive a text message or whatever, right, than an outbound phone call and stuff like that or whatever, right? They're busy. They'll take a look at it when they have a moment kind of a thing. A lot of our customers are kind of owner operators, so they're on the tools as well over the course of the day. So they don't want to pick up a phone call if we're going to be doing some kind of messaging or anything, or else they get inbounded with a whole whack ton of emails over the course of the day and stuff like that or whatever, right? So it just gets lost in the mess if we do emails. So ProKeep is a nice way to kind of get to them, on a one-on-one, more personal basis or whatever, right? A lot of people more receptive to replying to a text than answering a phone or even reading an email, especially on a mobile device, right? So it's been so for that we love it. A lot of the times our customers are can't get through to a branch straight away. Or a lot of the times or whatever, right? The calls that would come in and everything like that or whatever, right, are very noisy, being from site and stuff like that or whatever, right? And it was a struggle for both, right? It was a pain point for both customer and branch or whatever to try and decipher and trying to have that conversation, right, to keep up the customer intimacy. So there was a lot of kind of precursors and things that led to the suggestion or whatever of us implementing a text messaging tool, like ProKeep. We like the idea of using the branch number rather than having a new line or a new dedicated number or whatever, right? Because all of our customers, whatever, have the branch number in their phones already because they do contact them via phone. So it was an easier transition for our branches, whatever, to utilize ProKeep and stuff as well. Those were kind of the reasons or whatever, right? To see how we could alleviate congestion or whatever from the phones and the branches and everything, to be able to better communicate with our customers or whatever through a medium that we know that they use and they actively use. And it just seemed like a good fit. It's becoming part of the overall conversation and it's becoming part of common speak and everything or whatever, right? With rather than calling, they're like, oh, I texted it to you. Didn't you get it? Kind of thing or whatever, right? Which we never really heard before. So from a subjective, non-quantifiable metric or whatever, right? It's we're hearing more of that in our branches and stuff or whatever, and we're hearing positive feedback from our branches as well. In terms of a really good way or whatever to get in touch with our customers, and it's all and to be able to create that extra level of accountability, right? Because by text messaging or whatever, right, we have a record of when we contacted the customer for the back order, or we don't have to worry about leaving a message and it not potentially getting through or whatever, right? We know a text message has been received, we know it's gone through, whatever, right? And they do have that level of notification and stuff, whatever. So it's a great tool, and it's one of the ones that don't require a lot of heavy lifting or whatever to implement and to onboard within an organization or whatever, right? It's very complementary to the way that customers communicate.